Alright guys, so last week, Nick, the CEO of HeyReach, announced that they've just reached $4 million in annual recurring revenue. 2 years ago, almost, I was talking with Nick and we say that one day there will be an integration between both HeyReach and breakcold. I think you now understand it. So today guys, I'm very happy to present you our new integration with none other than HeyReach. The first 60 seconds of this video will be a quick discussion between Nick and I about the future of HeyReach. Then I showcase you how the integration looks like. All right, Nick, thank you very much for doing this integration with breakcold. What is HeyReach? What is your role at HeyReach?
So hi everyone, I'm Nick. I'm the co-founder and CEO of HeyReach. And HeyReach is LinkedIn outreach software that's specifically made for lead gen agencies, sales teams, and GTM experts. So what we help you do, import leads from pretty much everywhere. Let's say you have leads in Clay, Trigify, RB2B, some data provider out there, CRM, your inbound, your in-app, whatever there is. We help you import them, automate the way you're reaching out to them through sending connection requests, messages, follow-up, stuff like that, and then easily export them, to your CRM or whatever data you're using out there. In the meantime, we allow you to kind of like connect your whole team accounts, or if you're an agency, all of your clients for a fixed cost. So the cost is always going to be predictable. And you have a bunch of productivity tools inside, such as the unified team box, where you can manage all of the conversations from all of the LinkedIn senders, from all of the leads centralized in one place. When we launched, all of the tools on the market were created for individual users. That means you connect your LinkedIn account, you build a sequence, and you automate that LinkedIn account on that sequence. This thing wasn't, I would say, scalable and affordable for lead gen agencies and sales teams who want to either manage multiple clients, multiple senders, or collaborate within the same workspace.
The first step is you're going to go to the app stores, the new section in the app where we're going to ship like tons of integrations in 2025 and beyond. And then you're going to go filter by tags, because right now we don't have a lot of integrations, but at some point they're going to be like 50 plus, right? So you're going to click on LinkedIn automation. Then you're going to click on HeyReach right now, and you're going to click on install. So on this step, you need to go to HeyReach. So you need to get your API key. So I'm going to go there. Don't play with my API key because you will not be able to scam me or whatever. But essentially just put your API key here. You can validate and save API. And so from there, there's two things you can do with the HeyReach integration. So let me show you. So the first thing is that you can automatically push leads to HeyReach. So for example, I'm going to click on activate. And you see here, I can select one of my lists in the sales CRM. So I'm going to click on the prospect list. And you're going to say like, okay, so when a prospect is inside the prospect list inside breakcold, and when that prospect goes to the, let's say, no-show sales pipeline stage, we're going to push the lead to HeyReach inside a nurturing LinkedIn campaign, essentially to get back the prospect on board to book another call if it didn't work using like your calendar or Calendly like reminders and stuff. So from there, everything will be done automatically. And so then you have two ways to do it. So either you push the lead to the campaign itself, or either you push the lead to the list. And like in HeyReach, you can connect lists to a campaign. So in that example, I'm going to pick a list. And if you see in HeyReach right now, if I go to leads, I have this demo list right there, no-show lists. And you see here, I don't have any leads, as you can see. And so I'm going to click on the no-show list, and I'm going to click on Save Configuration. So now that we have that, we're going to go to the sales pipeline of breakcold, and we're going to move the lead from like discovery call or something before to no-show, and we're going to see what happened together. So I'm going to go, and by the way, here I'm doing it manually. But you can automate breakcold using Zapier, using Make, and doing tons of automation if you are a bit tech savvy. So technically, you can automate all that process if you want. Here, I'm just doing it manually in the pipeline, but you can do it in bulk using many different features. I don't have time to go through everything, and I will put out more content for you guys to understand how it works. So here, I'm going to the prospect list, right? And you see in the prospect list, I have two people at the discovery call stage. And so essentially, like, let's imagine that when they are in the discovery call stage, it means that they are supposed to do the call, but the call hasn't been done yet, right? And so here we can, let's imagine that this person didn't show up. We haven't built like a bunch of automation so that automatically KT goes from discovery call to no show. And so you see in HeyReach, I have nothing. And so if I drag and drop KT to no show, you see now if I go back to HeyReach and I refresh it, because I think they don't have it in real time. So if I refresh it, now you see KT is inside the list. So technically, if the list will be connected to the campaign in HeyReach, like automatically the nurturing LinkedIn sequence would happen by itself, right? And so you see, I have like a bunch of information that have been uploaded. Here, I don't have the email address because it's a demo lead and I don't want to share information, but everything is pushed essentially, like from the first name to the location to the company name, the LinkedIn URL, and all the information that you have. So if you have custom fields, they are automatically pushed there, and then you do your things using the variables in the sequences of HeyReach. So it's pretty simple to do, right? And so from there, you can pretty build a tons of processes and workflows around that. And so that is the first way in how you can push leads to HeyReach. That is how you can push leads automatically from breakcold to HeyReach. Then you have another way in how a breakcold integrates with HeyReach. So essentially in this demo account, let me go to the people section and let's go to networking peers right there. So there's not a lot of people. We don't care about the leads. It's just to show you the feature, right? And I will do like proper workflow videos in the future. So essentially right now, you see on the top right, you have display. And if you click here, you can import your leads with a CSV file, etc., etc. And then you have push to HeyReach, right? And so essentially how it works is that you can build like, you can pick a list. And if I click right now, push to HeyReach, it will push all the leads inside that list to the HeyReach list I select or the HeyReach campaign that I want. But the thing is, if you just want to push some leads from this list, essentially Breakcold gonna take into account the filters you applied. So for example, Zori right there, you see, you can say, okay, I just want to push the people in that list who have the startup tag. And so from there, if I do that, just Zoe will be pushed to the HeyReach campaign or the campaign list. So here I'm going to delete this and I'm just going to click on push to HeyReach. So you see we have Colby, Colin, Philippa, Zori, Michelle, and Mohan. So I'm going to click on push to HeyReach. And I'm going to say, okay, not the campaign. We're going to keep going with our example. I'm going to click on the list and I'm going to click on the no-show list for that example. And then if I go back to HeyReach and one more time, I don't think they do it in real time. So I'm going to refresh the page. And right now you have all the other leads with all the other information that you have there. And again, like no email because it's a demo account. Don't want to share like the contact data of the people too much. Just the LinkedIn public. But yeah, that's pretty much how it works. Here you can see that on the top right, um, this is where you have like the custom fields. Here I don't have any custom attributes, any custom fields, but essentially depending how you operate, how you think, you can pretty much like automate a lot of stuff using this integration and just having your workflow automatically. And when the HeyReach integration on their side will come as well. I don't know when this video going to be released. Maybe both integrations going to be released at the same time. Like automatically, when you mark a lead as interested in HeyReach, it will go back to breakcold, etc. So you can really build like a strong process. And as you know, guys, there's lots of customers who are using HeyReach as an agency. We also do have a non-publicly released agency program, and we have tons of customers who are both using HeyReach and breakcold. So there's very good synergy here. And so if you want to learn more about potential workflows, just ping us in the live chat. Happy to help you and talk to you soon, guys. Cheers.
What is the biggest mistake you see people do when they first start with LinkedIn outbound?
They're treating LinkedIn as email. That's the biggest mistake I'm seeing. So uh, LinkedIn is a chat based communication channel, and you should treat it as a chat. Like, you cannot expect that you're gonna send, the first message that's gonna be this long and somebody's gonna reply or somebody's gonna engage or something like that. What's the best way to approach it? I think, like, starting a conversation and trying to qualify the lead that you're talking with before booking a meeting. It's much more effective approach than just kind of like blasting a pretty long, even if it's value focused message to that person. So that's the first mistake. The second mistake I'm seeing is follow-ups. They don't work as email. Like, email puts the follow-ups in the focus. Like, you're on email, you're in the reading mode, it's there. When I open my LinkedIn inbox, and even if the message is good, even if I like the even if it kind of like, I'm considering that it brings value, because like I'm skimming through it. If there are follow-ups above and I start scrolling and there are like 10 follow-ups, I'm out of there. Like, I know that, okay, this guy is selling. So uh, that's the biggest mistake I'm seeing in people treating LinkedIn as an email.